shooting on a Phoenix interstate this morning. The Arizona Department of Public Safety says they're responding to a call of a shattered window on a vehicle that was being driven on Interstate 10. There have been nearly a dozen shootings along I-10 in the last 2 weeks. Stocks are opening higher following a volatile day on Wednesday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 all opened higher. The wait is finally over. The 2015 NFL regular season kicks off tonight as the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots host the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is USA Headline News.
Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is...
Right now at the Home Depot, save 20% when you buy one or more pallets of in-stock GAF shingles. So let's raise the roof and lower the cost with bulk pricing on top-of-the-line GAF shingles, including Timberline, America's favorite shingle. This is worth shouting from the rooftops. Let's do this. Save 20% on one or more pallets of in-stock GAF shingles at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through September 30th, U.S. only. See store for details.
Hey, everybody, it's Eric from the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Boy, I'm looking at the calendar, and there are a ton of activities happening this week and next week, and then some really special dates. So let's go over some of these going on right now. Today, that's today, the 10th of September from 6 p.m. to 7:30. You want to connect with Wills and Wellness. They've got Planning Essentials, an event going on over at the Mountain Midwifery Center from 6 to 7 p.m. It's educational, informative. Bonnie Bowles is going to take care of you and give you what you need to know in order to plan your future and the future of your family as well. Then tomorrow is Fan Bragging Friday. Of course, it's our favorite day of the week because it's the day that we celebrate greatness in business. We encourage you to dial in 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. Say something nice about somebody else in business. When you do that, a chain reaction of kindness starts to take effect. Hey, just a quick shout out over to our viewers on the YouTube video. Thanks for tuning in. We're coming up next, so don't go away. Good to see you. Years old. He's putting on the ATA Tiger Day, and it is an event from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's World ATA Tiger Day, but there's no event better than the one over at ATA Family Martial Arts in Centennial. Check it all out at the calendar at experiencepros.com/calendar. That's experiencepros.com/calendar. Then if you're liking networking, and I hope that you are, next week is going to be epic. In more ways than one. You see, on the 15th, we've got our Epic Networking North. That's the event that we do every month in Loveland over at Mimi's Cafe in Loveland from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., where the Epic team, you know that as Extreme Relationship Management, that's the E, the Experienced Pros, that's the P, Infinite Nation, that's the I, and then the Connecting Experts, that's the C. We all come together and do a great networking event up there in Loveland. And then if you're down here south, where we live in the Lone Tree, South Denver metro area, come check us out the following night. That's the 16th, and that's 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. This is kind of a different one because we go for 2 hours of the Epic Networking, and then we turn it into a dance party, folks. A dance party. You know Angel's behind that. We'd love to have you there and join us as well. There will be hundreds of people available to get to know. Also on the 16th, I failed to mention, from 11 a.m. Is a Back to Business Basics Lunch and Learn. You want to make sure that you get connected with them and join Code Blue Computing and Ripple Effect Marketing. They're going to do that lunch and learn over there as part of the Boom Network. All right. Lots of things happening, folks. We want you to stay tuned. We want you to stay plugged in. If you have any questions, drop us a note at radio@experiencepros.com. Now, get ready, because the most positive business talk show is on deck.
So much was riding on that contract. My boss said this could make or break us. No pressure, right? I worked late for weeks.
Stan, if you need to adjust your mic while you're live, push that cough button in front of you. That will kill your mic while you're not talking, and you can adjust it. Otherwise, we hear everything you do when you touch the mic.
For more about the mind-body connection, go to apahelpcenter.org. That's apahelpcenter.org. A message from the American Psychological Association.
The Experience Pros with Angel and Eric, next on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Sitting in for the vacationing Angel Tussey is our good friend Stan Shields, the proprietor, the president, the grand poobah of ATA Family Martial Arts in Centennial, Colorado. Stan, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. That's pretty awesome. The grand poobah.
You are the grand poobah. do you remember where that comes from?
No, I don't.
It's the Flintstones, I'm pretty sure. Flintstones
Okay.
had the grand poobah.
You're not old enough to know about the Flintstones,
Come
are you?
on, brother. I don't know. I think I'd give you a run for your money. Yeah, I'm absolutely old enough for that. Want to say hello to our video viewing audience. Of course, this show, nationally syndicated, can be found live in production at experiencepros.com. And if you want to watch the actual live stream video of that, it's available. We also have a Google Plus channel where we do a Google Hangout. It's the same video, but if you are a member of Google Plus, you can join the Google Plus Hangout, and there's a really cool feature about that Hangout, and it's called Q&A. So when you're looking at the video, up at the top right corner, there's a little square, it looks like a dial pad, keypad for your phone. If you click that, it'll give you the option to click on Q&A, which brings up a box on the right side of your viewer. You can actually interact with us live, and you write a question, make a statement, give a shout out to Stan, whatever you want, and I'll see it, and then we'll acknowledge it over the air, and it becomes a part of the video log and archive.
I'm so glad you explained that.
Yeah.
I saw it the other day, and I was confused, and I'm like, how do I ask questions? I couldn't find
because
it.
you're old enough to remember the Flintstones.
Now we're going to get to age, right?
Technology is confusing. So I'm going to invite anybody who's looking. I know that we've got a few viewers right now. If you're there and you have access to the Q&A, will you show Stan how it works? Just go ahead and click on Q&A, drop a little note, say hello, and we'll acknowledge that as we go. Stan, what's going on in the world of training children and children of all ages? I mean, what's the youngest? What's the oldest kids that you've trained?
Oh my gosh, youngest is 3. No, actually 2 something, almost 3.
Really?
Yeah, really. I thought this kid was too young to try it and start. And I did an introductory lesson with him, and he just blew me away. And I just looked at the parents and said, okay, I was wrong. He can start. So,
wow.
So that's been our youngest. You know, our oldest kid was about 74.
74 years old.
Yes.
Wow.
That's right. So
and so tell our listeners, what do you train these people in?
You know, here's the big thing. A lot of people think about martial arts and they think about punching and kicking. It's really more about the life skills. It's about excellence in life, right? So it's, you know, it's a fun thing to really go from taking this person that maybe doesn't have as much confidence as you would think that they have,
right, and
to then see them expand and grow. Right.
You know, I took martial arts when I was a child. I took an Aikido class, and you know, I really see where the discipline required to master the movements, if you will, translates across all of the other life outlets.
Oh, absolutely. Right. And we call those life skills.
Yeah.
Right? Because literally what we're doing with martial arts is teaching you how to be better in life.
Right.
In numerous different areas. Right. I'll tell you, one of the exciting things we're doing right now is our new life skill that we're working on is belief.
Oh.
right?
Okay.
And belief is one of those things that initially one of my instructors said, belief, that's a bunch of BS. And I went, oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Sounds like he's carrying a little baggage.
I think so, right?
Something didn't work out well for you, maybe on the spiritual side. Okay. But belief it transcends the spirituality. It is a core element of who we are.
That's right.
Belief determines who you are.
Exactly, right? So we get into this whole paradigm with regard to the belief, and we start thinking about it, and we say beliefs are subconscious, beliefs are conscious, right?
Right.
And where did they come from? That opens a really great question.
Sure.
Where did they come from, right? And we start looking at where are some of these beliefs coming from, and we start looking at from a subconscious standpoint. You know, we've heard people say, wow, you're just like your father. You're just like your mother. Most of the time we take exception to that.
I certainly hope.
Until we think about it, because there are certain things that we do that are completely subconscious. We're not consciously making this decision.
No, they're pre-programmed.
That's right, right? And now when we consciously think about some of these beliefs, now we can make a decision to change those if we want to. Right.
You know, you're teeing up our next guest in such a great way, because our next guest is going to be talking about a little different way of approaching the issue of cancer, particularly the cancer epidemic in America.
Yes.
He's the author of the new book, The Cancer Solution, Taking Charge of Your Life with Cancer. And he says this: by 2030, the number of new cancer cases will increase by 45% from 2014, making cancer the nation's leading cause of death. For all the billions invested in cancer care prevention and treatment, a lot more.
This is Tony Rayburn.
Oh, I'm talking about somebody else. We're going to get to him in just a minute.
Okay.
I didn't look at my calendar here, and I went the wrong way.
That's okay. That'll be a great topic.
Well, you should have seen, because I can now see through the telephone lines, and our next guest is Tony Rayburn of Extreme Relationship Management.
Nice.
And he is doing research right now on cancer solutions. Tony, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I was going to try to roll with it.
I know, right? Oh,
gosh.
Forgive me, Tony. I went to the wrong line on my calendar. That never happens to you, does it?
No, never. Yeah, I've never, no mistakes on this end.
All right, Tony. So Stan here was queuing up somebody who's coming on after you.
I can work on queuing up Tony if you want.
It's actually good, because Stan, he's the man, and he actually did queue us up, because today is the day. Last week we finished up networking law number 144
right.
of the 144 laws of networking.
Okay.
So this week, because it took us a few years to get through all those, we're going to go back and start at number 1, and we're going to talk about your belief system when you're networking.
Oh,
nice.
I love it. All right, Tony, lay it on us.
All right. So the one thing you want to make sure you do, this is in the always duties when you're somebody who networks, you have to make sure that you feel good about yourself. Now, it sounds like common sense and a no-brainer, but there's a lot of people out there who have they're harboring this poor self-image, and
they got baggage.
They go to networking events. They don't have confidence in themselves. They don't have confidence in their product or service, and people can sense that. We know that 80% of all communication is nonverbal, right?
Yes.
I said yes, but you couldn't see it.
Okay, there you go. So all of these things are making up that 80%, and people can sense that. So when you're talking and you're networking and introducing yourself to someone and talking about your product or service or getting to know them, if you don't have confidence in yourself, people can sense that, and you are not attractive. People don't want to have a relationship with you as strongly as they would if you did have that strong belief in yourself and your self-confidence that Stan was talking about earlier.
Right.
So,
I love that. So how do you build that, man?
Well, it's not something you don't just turn a switch on 15 seconds before you walk in the door. It's something that takes practice, work, patience. It takes a lot of things you have to do to make sure that your self-esteem is where it needs to be on an ongoing basis. So practice on working to make your self-esteem great.
And now, Tony, correct me if I'm wrong, but over at Extreme Relationship Management, that's exactly what you train, and then you do the practice side of it as well, right?
Absolutely. We have somewhat of a holistic approach when it comes to networking skill set, and these are things we teach people so that when they're networking, they can actually achieve results, and we can move those obstacles out of the way that are hampering their effort.
Yeah, absolutely. And how do people get in touch with you all across the country?
Best way to get in touch with us is through our website at extremerelationshipmanagement.com, or they're welcome to call us nationwide toll free at 855-I-LIKE-ERM.
855-I-LIKE-ERM. And I'm telling you, extremerelationshipmanagement.com, one of our national sponsors, truly gifted in the training of the people who use networking to build their business. Tony, thank you so much for calling in, and I apologize for the awkward intro.
No worries.
What can you do?
Have a good one, team.
All righty, we certainly will.
Thanks, Tony.
Sitting in for Angel Tussey today, Stan Shields, ATA Family Martial Arts. You can check out him at kicks4all.com. That's kicks4all.com. When we come back, we're going to talk to that gentleman, Dr. Jack Westman, who's got alternative solutions to the cancer problem.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people.
Remember to ask.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Over 400,000 businesses in Colorado have less than 10 employees. Your business probably fits into that category. Imagine what would be accomplished if everyone joined forces. The Colorado Micro Business Alliance brings owners together to give you a unified voice in state and local politics, as well as helps negotiate better deals for products and services. They offer top-level seminars and networking events. Join now for only $5 a month at ColoradoMicroBusinessAlliance.com.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experienced Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
I remember the moment. I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
As long as I live.
That moment, we arrived in the scene.
The storm had nearly destroyed the area.
This was our own community. Friends, family, people we grew up with, went to school with. We were there to help.
Several of us were working to rescue a family. They made it down to the storm cellar, but the house collapsed on top of the cellar door and trapped them.
We had chainsaws going, and we had to use Humvees and heavy machinery to move massive trees and debris.
We got them out. We helped a lot of people out.
It felt good to know I could really make a difference.
Right here, close to home, in my state.
It was one of those life-changing moments where I realized I am making a difference in these people's lives and mine. I'm a citizen soldier in the National Guard.
You can serve part-time and be there the moment your community needs you. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
Wake Up is back from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. with your host, Steve Curtis, right here on The Source, your source, 560 KLZ.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Sitting in for Angel today, Stan Shields, the proprietor of ATA Family Martial Arts here in Centennial, Colorado. Stan, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Enjoying it.
Good deal. And the long-awaited, the long-appointed, and the much-talked-about upcoming guest is here with us today. Our next guest is Dr. Jack Westman, and he has made a positive impact on literally tens of thousands of lives over the past 6 decades as a psychiatrist through his clinical work and writing. He's written a book on the cancer solution, I believe is what it's called. We'll talk to him about that in just a moment. And he's got some great ideas about changing the way the conversation happens, and better yet, the way that the solution to curing cancer happens. And he's been interviewed by, everybody. I remember Geraldo Rivera.
Yes,
that guy
absolutely.
talked to our next guest, ABC Radio, Talk of the Nation, NPR, George Magazine, Atlantic Journal Cuts, all of them. And now he's on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Dr. Jack Westman, welcome to the Experience Pros.
Thank you for having me.
Very, very nice to have you. The cancer solution. Dr. Jack, you have different opinions than much of the medical community out there. And so I wanted to start by asking you, we're going to get into the holistic approach that you embrace, but I want to start by asking you, why did you write a book? What was the motivator for you to go out and make this thing happen?
My beloved wife, Nancy, passed away 3 years ago from breast cancer. Same time, daughter-in-law and son were diagnosed with cancer. So I'm in retirement now. I'm professor emeritus at the University of Wisconsin. And I devoted virtually 3 years full-time to doing research on the history of cancer treatment, current research, and current treatment modalities. And if I had known 4 years ago what I know today, I think there's a reasonable chance that my wife might still be with me.
Wow. Okay. Go ahead.
The basic problem that we have is that the conventional model for cancer treatment is based on identifying and killing cancer cells. And that certainly is necessary. It's done through surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy. But that is addressing the problem after the horse has left the barn, so to speak. In other words, we really need to focus on the process through which cancer cells are formed. And this is known as neoplasia. Right now, in you and me and all of the listeners, there are potential cancer cells that are developing, but our immune systems are nipping them off. So we need to complement the model of searching for and destroying cancer cells with preventing and stopping the formation of those cells.
Oh, okay.
And there are 2 ways that we're doing that. One is through immunotherapy to strengthen the immune system, and the other is nutritional therapy, which has the same aim.
All right. Immunotherapy and nutritional therapy, a great branching point for this conversation. I'm going to bring Stan into this conversation because Stan, in the commercial break, was telling me a little bit of a story. Stan, if you don't mind, give us a little split of this and just for a second, and then I got a question for the doctor.
Doctor, first of all, I want to say my condolences.
Absolutely.
As far as your wife is concerned, I also lost my mother to lung cancer. So, I've kind of of been there with regard to that. But my girlfriend, about 4 years ago, had been re-diagnosed with melanoma. And the traditional solution for that was to do radiation and chemotherapy. She, along with my support, decided that no, we were actually going to work on more of a natural approach to it and building that immune system. So right in line with what you're talking about.
This sounds right there, right, Doctor?
Exactly. The title of my book actually is The Cancer Solution, Taking Charge of Your Life with Cancer. And that's exactly what you did. And that's exactly what we all need to do if we're touched by cancer. There are two reasons. One is we become educated ourselves so that we know as much as we can about our own condition. But secondly, we then are able to provide our doctors with that information. And there's no doctor that has the time and is able really to do the kind of research that you can do, that your girlfriend did, and so on, to understand and take charge of your own treatment.
So doctor, with regard to that, with you taking charge of your own treatment, are you finding that doctors are open to those suggestions?
Yes. By and large, most doctors are really appreciative when patients take responsibility for their health. So that's the background.
All right, fantastic. Let me go and talk a little bit. I want to get into the immunotherapy and the nutritional therapy, and we're running out of time quickly here. But let me ask you about this, because you isolated in your book one particular thing. You said eating curry is helpful. How is eating curry helpful to fighting cancer?
Curry contains curcumin, and doctors at MD Anderson have clearly demonstrated that curcumin slows down, if not stops, the proliferation or growth of cancer cells. And there's another fact that supports this, and that is in India, cancer occurs, the incidence of cancer occurring is 1/3 that of it in the United States. They eat a lot of curry there.
All right. And so maybe a final question for you then. If we get some of that curcumin in, we have some curry. That's good news for me because I know where I'm going for lunch. But now the immunoside, how do we boost our immune levels?
I have a chapter in my book that is entitled Complementary Cancer Therapy that goes along with a conventional therapy. And there are a whole list of things that we can do in what I call the complementary protocol. So I also have a website for the book, and it's thecancersolution.net. So if people are interested in learning more about this, that's available. And incidentally, I'd like to, before we stop, mention that we have to become advocates for improving cancer care along the lines that we're talking about, because the overall emphasis is again on searching for killing cancer cells, and we need to get at the underlying process, which is neoplasia, in our research and treatment.
And the prevention thereof. I couldn't agree more. Thecancersolution.net is where to go to get your questions answered. Dr. Jack Westman, thank you so very much for joining us and for shedding light on this very, very important topic.
And thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Well, we have to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we will have a conversation with Stan and talking about bullying in the schools and whatnot. That's coming right after these messages. You're listening to Stan and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
If you rely on networking to build your business, you need Renovate. If you are sick of wasting your time cold calling to find a few, you need Renovate. Extreme Relationship Management will help you renovate. Renovate is revolutionary training that elevates your not working and supercharges your networking to get real results. Sign up for the next Renovate training this week at extremerelationshipmanagement.com or call 855-I-LIKE-ERM. You need Renovate.
If your internet presence isn't generating the business you need Greenwood Digital Marketing. They'll help refresh that old, stale, non-mobile website of yours. They'll manage your listings, social media, and online reputation, absolutely critical in today's social media world. Get your business's free online analysis by calling 720-739-1875. That's 720-739-1875. GreenwoodDigitalMarketing.com. Again, that's GreenwoodDigitalMarketing.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
You've had it with the big box print shops and online printing companies. Sure, they offer cheap services, and that's what you get, cheap service. Isn't it about time you found someone who not only made you look good, but also makes you feel good? Award-winning PrintingDoneQuickly.com offers the highest level of concierge service without the concierge price. PrintingDoneQuickly.com, where we serve your business as we wish to be served, and quickly too. That's PrintingDoneQuickly.com.
When Mom became unable to care for herself, I couldn't always be there. I chose home care assistance because it was the only option that made sense. She's done so much for me. I wasn't going to put my mom in a home.
She called Home Care Assistance at 720-443-3371.
Mom's caregiver gives her great one-to-one care and a lifestyle she deserves, all in the comfort of her own home.
Live-in and hourly care available. For a free in-home consultation, call 720-443-3371 or homecareassistancedenver.com.
Do you wish your career was moving along a different path? Do you ever feel like your business owns you when it should be the other way around? Do you feel like this isn't the life you thought you'd be living? You're not alone. Sandy Corrigan has a system that helps people create careers worth having, businesses worth owning, that results in lives worth living. Call or text Sandy Corrigan today at 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010. It's worth the phone call.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
You need more customers, and you need to keep the ones you already have. Lists That Save My Business is your answer to gaining and retaining clients without cold calling or chasing cold leads. Do business with people who like you and who already trust you. Lists That Save My Business is the book with easy-to-use checklists to bring more of the right customers into your sales process. Buy your copy of Lists That Save My Business from Amazon.com. These lists will save your business. Buy your copy of Lists That Save My Business today and grow your business the Experience Pros way.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Everybody was kung fu fighting. That That will be forever your theme song, Stan Shields.
Absolutely.
And
Awesome.
and it is. It's a fun song back from the 70s or so.
Something like that.
Hey, sitting in for Angel, Stan Shields, he's the president, he's the CEO. We've just defined him now as the grand poobah of Shields ATA Family Martial Arts in Centennial, Colorado. He's also a 5th degree black belt and a 3-time ATA world champion, which means he could basically snap my neck just by looking at me. But he won't do it because he's also a gentleman and one of my favorite people in all the world. So Stan, I want to talk about what you're doing in the community, because you don't just have a place, a dojo where people come out and learn how to do the martial arts. You go into the community and you bring such value. One of the things that you have is called the Kids in Power Bully Prevention Program. It strikes close to my heart because I don't know if you know this or not, but for decades before I came to the radio waves, I was actually the initiator of the very first ever nationally standardized bully prevention program in the high schools and junior highs and elementary schools across America, the Respect and Responsibility Show.
I did not know that.
That was me.
Nice.
We started working on a project with the #1 police officer in the country, and he asked us to create a bully prevention program for, I'm a magician, and so I toured all over the country doing these bully prevention assemblies. And I hung that up a number of years ago, but it's now being carried on by you and so many others. This is such an important topic. Let's start by defining, what is bullying?
Bullying it's an imbalance of power, and it is repeated mean things. It could be words, it could be physical, it could be all of those things.
Sure.
Right? But it involves that imbalance of power and somebody feeling as though that they are not able to defend themselves.
Right.
Okay. And so literally, when we start thinking about what bullying really is, it's going to involve things like the aggressive behaviors. It's going to, something that's repeated over time, that person that just kind of keeps ribbing you one way or another.
So how do you differentiate? Because there are some aggressive behaviors that are not bullying.
That's right. So you really have to kind of think about it. And how is it making you feel? Is it making you feel powerless? Right? Is it something that's unwanted behavior? A lot of times you look, depending on the neighborhood you grow up in, these kids, we just rib each other and all of that, but that these guys got your back.
Right.
No matter what, they've got your back, right? That's not really the bullying, right? Bullying is where there's truly this aggressive behavior, but there's, that this person would rather hurt you than help you.
Right. and it comes in so many different formats. There's online bullying, which has become, or they call it cyberbullying. It's become quite an issue in recent times, and probably will continue to escalate in issues because kids are connected to their social media platforms.
See, that part is really getting worse, right? And the cyberbullying, you see it a lot more with girls than you do with guys.
Really?
With that, because I don't know what it is with the phones and
well, guys are physical, and they would rather solve a problem physically.
That's right.
And girls would rather throw a low blow, a verbal barb, if you will.
Yes.
It's just their way of communicating. And I'm sorry if I offended any of you. If you are offended by my last comment, you misunderstood me. But let's go to this now. So I remember when I started this, and I started my work in bully prevention probably 6 years before Columbine High School. So somewhere around the early 90s is when I started working on it. I didn't call it bully prevention. I called it Magic with an Attitude, and I went in and did the school shows and so on. In 1998, I met Randy Weiler, this police officer that I referenced. He was on all the talk shows, Good Morning America, all the national broadcasts talking about bullying. And he says, we're caught with our pants down. We have a problem we don't even recognize.
Right.
To put a reference in the timing of that's the same time that we were fighting and losing the war on drugs.
Right.
And I'm just calling it the way it is, folks. But when I started working in 98, I asked Randy Weiler, this police officer out of Leawood, Kansas, to send me statistics on bullying.
Right.
He sent me 750 pages, Stan. 750 pages. Guess how many came from America?
How many?
None.
Really?
None. We didn't think we had a problem with bullying.
Wow.
I got Sweden. Sweden was leading the world in their bully prevention, and then I got Canada. Canada was all over it.
Wow.
I'm going to emphasize this, and I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Yeah.
The question will be, how much of a problem is bullying today? I went to a principal one time in my neighborhood, and I said, "Here's what I do on a national basis, and I'd like to present this program in my neighborhood, around the block from my house."
And what did you get?
He said, "We don't have a bullying problem here."
Right.
And I said, "No, we have a principal problem here, because our principal is blind."
That's right. Well, and that's part of what we're running into with regard to bullying in schools, right? Because I get a number of my students that will come back to me and say, I've got this bullying problem that's going on, and we've talked to the school teacher, we've talked to the principal, nothing's happened.
Right.
Right. So now that's not all principals. It's not all teachers, right? Some of them are really taking an active part in trying to do something. But, one of the stats that we've looked at here is that every 7 minutes, there's a child being bullied. With 85% of the time of those, there's no intervention.
Oh.
And I hear that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Right.
And there are things that we can do.
That's right. That's right. So, it's kind of like our doctor talked about. We have to take responsibility for it.
Right.
And we have to then really try and be proactive with that. Right. One of the biggest things with preventing bullying is your confidence level.
You bet.
Right. So, as a person that's not showing a lot of confidence, then we're the one that the bully is more likely going to target. Right?
Sure.
They are less likely going to target that person that's confident.
You bet.
Okay. And so, how do you get confidence? Well, there's a lot of different ways to get it. Sometimes it's with other sports, it's other activities. Any of those things that we get some success in helps us to build confidence.
The confidence and self-esteem, such a key.
Exactly. And then, I tell people, look, go to join a martial arts program. That's a key element of what we do in martial arts is we're building confidence.
Sure.
Right. And then, things that we're doing right now is we have our bully prevention program. This next 8-week cycle for us is we're doing bully prevention in every single class. So we're showing different elements, talking about it. And we've got about 11 or so different steps that we look at.
Yeah.
Everything from how you speak to your facial expression.
And it really goes to the topic of, you're in the martial arts field. People think it's all about punching and kicking, and it really isn't.
No.
It's far more about the discipline and prevention.
That's right.
You hope you never have to use those skills. I think of the police officers all around the country, and I'll go on the record. I honor the police officers and those who are going out to serve and truly protect our people. And they are, they never want to pull their gun.
No.
They never want to. And of course, is there going to be a renegade? Of course there is. And we acknowledge that as a social issue here in these days, of course. This came in from one of our listeners. Kaylee's listening in, and she says, "I work as an adjunct professor at Red Rocks Community College, and all the staff are required to take an online course focusing on social stuff, one of them being bullying. We have to learn to be aware and help recognize students in trouble." Here's interesting. She says, "This came as a mild surprise to me, especially at the college level. Bullying is rampant at all ages." And I want to acknowledge that. All ages. And more than that, this is a business talk show, right?
That's right.
It happens in the workplace.
That's right. Absolutely.
Look, I think that the television show The Office, hysterical, right? But there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the office, on the TV show, that if it happened in real life, oh my gosh, lawsuits a palooza.
That's right. That's right. It's way more prevalent in the business world than people give it credit for.
You bet.
Right? I'm amazed at the things that adults will try and pull off. It's crazy.
Absolutely. How do people get in touch with you and reach out to you for more information? From all around the country, people are going, I want to know this guy.
Okay, so it's our website, kicksforall.com, and that 4 is the number 4. Okay. Kicksforall.com/events, where people can find out what else is going on.
There you go.
You can reach me by phone, 303-220-5956. Again, 303-220-5956. And pretty much any social media, you can find me.
I love it. Stan, thank you for this conversation. Kaylee just wrote back and says, and strangely enough, my husband is a police officer as well. The bullying is insane. Right. We got to do something. Don't turn your back. Good friends don't let good friends get bullied. I'm just going to leave it at that right there. All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to wrap up this hour with Stan Shields. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
You're busy, but are you really achieving the dreams you thought you would? Infinite Nation knows that when your vision is big enough, you can create infinite success. Request your free vision check phone call with award-winning vision coach Carrie Conley. Discover how easy it is to achieve your infinite success. Call 720-331-8693. 720-331-8693 and check out the Vision is Victory workshop online at infinitenation.com.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Join us for one night only at the Denver Airport Marriott for the Card Caper Connection on September 26th. The Card Caper Connection mingles entrepreneurs and CEOs alike into amazing networking and fun. The Card Caper Connection is a mystery theater where the stage comes to you and you solve the case with networking. Start your mingling and get your clues early by going to cardcaperconnection.com right now. That's Card Caper Connection. cardcaperconnection.com. The Card Caper Connection. It's a new way to network.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With Availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
There's only one place on the dial for you to share your stories of great customer service, and that's Fan Braggin' Friday on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Every Friday, the phone lines are open for you to call and tell the world who's getting it right in business. Call 855-FAN-BRAG and change the way people treat people in business. You can post your stories every day on the Experience Pros Facebook page and call in on Fridays for Fan Braggin' Friday at 855-326-2724. 855-FAN-BRAG. Tell Eric and Angel, and then tell the world about Fan Braggin' Friday.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for our sitting in for Angel Stan Shields of ATA Family Martial Arts here in Centennial, Colorado. Again, so great to have you in the studio.
This is amazing. I'm having a great time today.
Thank you. You're adding great value to our listeners all across the country. And we now turn our attention to Chris Kaiser with C-Square Computer Consulting, one of the original founding sponsors of the Experience Pros Radio Show. Chris, how are you, man?
I'm great. I was just getting into the music, man. I was getting in touch with my bad self.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Charlie knows how you live in the 70s, brother. And
I live all over, man. And I just, right as I get into it, then he cut over and I got to say something. So it's hard. It's life.
Indeed. What are we talking about today, brother?
So I came across something that actually was kind of recommended in a way. I've never really used it by some other IT professionals that we kind of talk with, and I got a kick out of the name of it, but it's something called PC Decrapifier.
Wait, what? Hey, this is a family show. Checking with Charlie right now to see if we can say that through the FCC. Charlie, PC Decrapifier, is that okay? Okay, he says that's not on the list. All right.
You got a thumbs up on that, okay?
A PC Decrapifier. All right.
And kind of it is what it is, and it does what it says it does.
Is there anything equivalent for the Mac? The one like the Mac don't need this stuffifier?
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was waiting. I'm going to just cruise right along. I'm just going to walk right over that one.
All right, brother. Go ahead.
Well, here's a couple comments that I think, when people get new computers, there is frequently a lot of crap or junk. Software vendors will go to manufacturers and say, hey, we'll give you a little money. We want this to play on all your new PCs.
Right.
A lot of times it's unnecessary, unneeded. We call it bloatware. So one of the things really when you're buying a new computer is really to kind of consider, it's one of the advantages of using a professional, to shop for. You think, I'm going to pay more money. Oftentimes IT professionals, there's not a lot of margins, not a lot of markup, but we can provide a lot of experience and expertise. So if you're thinking about buying a computer for, home or business, think about talking to who you know in IT first, and then cleaning it up. Another mistake that I see, not uncommon, people will buy a new computer that'll come with like a 30-day antivirus trial.
Right.
And then they do it, and then it expires, and they get a pop-up saying, hey, buy this, and then they just click ignore, and they get busy, and things like that. So, be wary when you buy it, kind of plan for, okay, well, I got to spend, what am I going to do for antivirus or malware? What am I going to do for backups, things like that? And plan for that as part of your, PC purchase. But there are programs, CCleaner, PC Decrapifier, that can help kind of clean up and optimize computers that are valid. But again,
I just checked out the PCDecrapifier.com website. That's what it's called, folks, the PC Decrapifier. And the tagline is, it's like TP for your PC. It's brilliant.
I love that.
Hey, now Stan, do you have a PC?
I do.
All right.
I think I need that, actually.
Take note. The PC Decrapifier.
and what he's saying is right on.
Say that again, Chris.
Take the SH out of your IT.
Oh, be careful now. Be careful now. All right. A legitimate question, and I got to let you go, Chris. Is there an equivalent for the Mac? Are you aware? Is there something out there that we can use to clean up our Macs as well?
I'm sure that, honestly, nothing comes to mind. I will, I'll ping my Mac friends and get you some info.
That sounds fantastic. If you find that information, just go ahead and post it on the Facebook page for Experience Pros. It's facebook.com/Experience Pros.
You bet.
Chris Kaiser with C-Square Computer Consulting. You are awesome, man. I love having you on the show. How do people get in touch with you?
You can just call up 303-933-1113. You can check us out at cqcc.net, or I post this stuff on the radio show on our Facebook page, facebook.com/C2IT.
I've heard that tagline that you use for I don't know, the 8 or 9 years that I've known you. I believe it is the first time we've ever put it over the air. You have my blessing, and I'll take the heat. So it's all good, brother.
Excellent. That's what friends do.
Thank you for bringing the PC. Yeah, we can't help it. Thanks for bringing the PC decrapifier to our attention. Stan, hard to believe, but the time is flying, and we are about ready to wrap up the show.
Where did it all go? That went so fast.
Right? It really does. Now, here's what's going to happen, and I want to explain this in advance to our listeners. I mentioned yesterday that I actually am suffering from a rather severe toothache, and I'm going to go get some oral surgery done. So what we're going to do is switch over this broadcast. For our video listeners, that means this is the end of the broadcast. But we're going to switch it over to a best of the Experience Pros radio show, and so it'll be Angel and myself back for the next hour. I encourage you to tune in, get to know who we are at the Experience Pros radio show, see what we can do for you on a national level at the Extreme Customer Service Directory. All of that information, of course, can be found at experiencepros.com. Stan, you're a member, you're a gold level member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Absolutely. Has it helped your business?
Yes. Absolutely. You know what? It's exposure. It's meeting a lot of great people.
Yeah.
Doing business with each other.
It really does. That's the way it rolls. And we're just getting ready to roll out the new level for the national audience. And somebody's going to start it. Somebody's going to have to say, wow, there's nobody here on this, but I'll be the first. And we made it price effective for you to do so. And the amount of what you get for $249 for a year is amazing. And we don't have the networking events and all that stuff out there yet. But right now, what we do have is accountability. We make you visible, and I'll prove it to you. Double your money back. What do you say?
Ooh, that's a pretty good deal.
We believe in what we're doing. And so think about that. If you've got questions, write me at radio@experiencepros.com, and I would love to hear those as well. Stan Shields, your website, kicks4all.com. Check the events tab for what's going on in the Colorado market here. And your phone number one more time, please.
303-220-5956.
Thank you so much for being here and taking care of Angel while she's on vacation.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, folks, on behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, I want to say thank you. Stay tuned for the best of coming up next, but want to say thank you for tuning in and participating in this. You are the revolution in how people treat people in business. Tomorrow is Fan Bragging Friday.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.